Great night for football, and two kind of surprising football teams taking the field tonight. The Panthers of North Carroll, just 1-9 last year, off to a great start. They're 3-0 thus far, their best start in 9 seasons. And the Westminster Owls, off to their best start since 1986. Their record is 2-1, coming off a loss to Frederick Douglass. The style of play we're going to see tonight, well, I think we'll see both teams running the football, but in different ways. The Owls like to run. Dante Partlow, Corey LaPrade and company will come at you with the option offense. Meanwhile, North Carroll, they like to run as well with the Crowls. Adam Crowell leading the way, Rick Brown and company. They come at you with the Delaware wing T. North Carroll's been ecstatic this year. They beat the Owls last year in Hampstead, so they expect some good things tonight. Of course, the Owls looking to bounce back after the loss to Frederick Douglass last week. Their win so far this year coming against Woodlawn in Week 1 and Severna Park in Week 2. Should be fun. Head coach Frank Metaneos from Westminster, I was just told, is not here tonight. Scott Tobias is the acting head coach. Frank is with his wife, who is expecting any time. In fact, she might have had the baby by now, so we'll keep you posted if we find out anything. As far as North Carroll, Coach Bill Rumball back for his 4th season at the helm. It should be fun, should be a great one tonight. The Panthers and the Owls, the opening kickoff and all the play-by-play is coming up next from Westminster High School right here on PV3 Sports.
You can't beat this team. They're tough, and their minds are made up. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo is stocked with tough Chevy trucks, CK and S-Series pickups, heavy hitters like Blazer, Tahoe, and Suburban. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo. Low prices and award-winning service. Carroll County champions in truck and car sales. Nobody sells or leases for less.
Back at Westminster High School, it's the Westminster Owls and the North Carroll Panthers. Here we go. The Panthers will get the football to start things off as Brian Tozer gets his foot into it. Coming down to North Carroll, near side, taken by Shane Lataw. Lataw across the 25 and popped at the 26-yard line by Corey LaPrade, and the Panthers have the football to begin the contest. John Etzel is the quarterback. The running backs are Rick Brown, Adam Crowell, and Eric Etzel. Vince Hackler is the tight end, and the wide receiver is Chad Crowell. The offensive line has Scott Ryan and Eric Wilhelm on the right side, Tim Hackler and Scott Fisher on the left side, while the center is Jeff Painter. From the 26, first down, the Panthers working right to left in the first quarter. North Carroll 3-0, their best start since 1987. John Etzel, the QB, they work from the Delaware wing T. On the toss, it's Adam Crowell. Crowell turns the corner and gets plenty of yardage, has first down yardage the way it looks, across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Adam Crowell having a fine season, 302 yards on 47 carries. Brian Davidson made the stop. And he's going to be about a half a yard shy of a first down. Second down, a short one. The Westminster defense, Corey LaPrade is the nose guard. Mike Mitchell, Mark Gonzalez is on the defensive line, along with Ray Henry and Russell Smith. Matt Bowers and Brian Davidson are the linebackers. Mike Tomachik, Billy Mays, and Brooks Wagner, along with Tom Herb, are the defensive backs. Straight ahead, first down yardage for Rick Brown. Rick Brown of North Carroll has a Panther first down as he gets to about the 42-yard line. The first down of the contest for the Panthers. Rick Brown last week, 66 yards against Lansdowne. The Panthers with wins over Franciscan Key, Patapsco, and Lansdowne. Their wins over Key and Lansdowne were pretty much blowouts, 37-7 over the Eagles. And then last week they beat Lansdowne 48-6, one of the finest offensive shows from North Carroll in about 10 years. From the 42. Again, it's Brown. And North Carroll doing a great job opening up holes. Look at Brown break tackles. He has another first down into Westminster territory inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Billy Mays giving credit for the tackle, but the second first down for the Panthers. Clock running, 10:54 to play in the first quarter. No score. North Carroll and Westminster. Brian McLean on hand tonight from Westminster High School. High school football on PV3 is brought to you by Tawnytown Bank and Trust, with several locations including Columbia. By Krause Ford Sales, with locations in Westminster and Tawnytown. By Wheeler Chrysler Plymouth, serving Carroll County since 1929. By Westminster Motors, Route 140 at Center Street. By Carroll Community College, no place so near can take you so far. And by Cook Driving Academy, providing driver's education at your local high school. From the Westminster 46, 1st and 10 for the Panthers in their road white tonight. Inside reverse goes to Eric Etzel, number 24, and he nearly breaks it down the far sideline, brought down at the 26-yard line. Tackle made by Tom Herb. But how about this Panther team coming right at you, a la the Lions of Liberty with that Delaware wing tee. They have 3 first downs as they continue to march the football. As we said, they like to run the ball. Both these teams do. And North Carroll, some felt that a slight size disadvantage, maybe their defensive line compared to the Owls' offensive line. But I think their offensive line right now is holding their own. And then some. First down for the Panthers. Long count from Etzel. It's Brown outside. Brown again has a huge hole along the far sideline, nearly breaks it as he goes out of bounds. Rick Brown on the carry has what appears to be another Panther first down. It is. And they are literally running all over Westminster right now. The Panthers moving downfield. Last year the Panthers were 1-9, but their victory came against the Owls over in Hampstead. The Owls were 2-8 with wins over Woodlawn and South Carroll. Of course, already this year the Owls have matched that win total, looking for win number 3 tonight. Shane Littall lines up to the near side as the wide receiver out of the wing tee. 1st and 10 from about the 12. North Carroll threatening here. Straight ahead, number 5, Hackler, as he's inside the 5 to about the 1-yard line. Vince Hackler, who is primarily the tight end. I beg your pardon, that was Adam Crowell. I beg your pardon, number 6, Adam Crowell got the call. Adam with 2 touchdowns this year, nearly got that one. He got inside the 5 to the 1, where it's 1st and goal for North Carroll. Adam Crowell in the backfield once again. Etzel is the wing back, Eric Etzel. The other back is Rick Brown. Behind John Etzel, the quarterback. Yes, the Etzels are brothers. Brown turning the corner, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Rick Brown, his 4th of the season. And how about that drive by North Carroll? Nothing but runs on the play on the entire drive, and Brown caps it off, and the Panthers lead 6-0 with 9:28 left in the first quarter. I tell you, the enthusiasm as we look at the Owl defense, but Hampstead is just all a buzz right now. This Panther football team that really labored for several years. They were 2-28 over the last 3 seasons. They've already exceeded that win total this year. And looking to, of course, move on to bigger and better things with the program. The JV team was 5-3 last year. They lead the Owls here. Josh Bowie for the extra point. It is long enough, and we'll see if it's straight enough. Yes, it is. And the Panthers lead by 7. Stay with us. 9:28 to play in the first quarter from Westminster High School. It's the Panthers of North Carroll 7, the Westminster Owls nothing.
Driver's education classes are back in the high schools thanks to Cook Driving Academy. Classes are conveniently held from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at your local high school. Cook Driving Academy provides 30 hours of classroom instruction and 6 hours behind the wheel. We are insured and MBA certified, offer competitive rates and flexible payment schedules, and feature instructors who have all taught with the Carroll County Board of Education. Call Cook Driving Academy at 848-1364 and we'll get you on the road.
Rick Brown caps off an impressive drive for North Carroll. Here's Josh Bowie's kick as the Panthers lead by a touchdown early in the football game. We have a reverse on the kickoff here by the Owls. On the return is Brooks Wagner getting the call from Tom Herb. Doesn't fool North Carroll, and here come the Owls now on offense from their own 27-yard line. Billy Mays is the quarterback, 17 for 36 so far this year. The running backs will be Dante Partlow, the tailback, with Corey LaPrade at fullback, and Tom Herb will be the flanker, Brooks Wagner, the wide receiver, and Matt Bowers is the tight end. The center is Brian Bartholomew. The tackles are Chris Gibson and Russell Smith. The offensive guards are Randy Stahl and Mike Swain. First down for the Owls from the 27. Penalty flag goes down. And the football, I believe, has come loose. North Carroll claims they have it. They do. The Panthers have recovered the fumble. First play from scrimmage for the Owls. They cough it up. Now, a penalty flag is down. Dan Chase tells us illegal procedure against the Owls is declined. Panther football. Holy cow. A huge break for the Panthers. And North Carroll gets the football back just like that. Jason Eagles recovered the fumble. And the Panthers have it at the Owl 22-yard line, already up by a touchdown.
Let's go, Dean. No negative, no negative.
How about these Panthers? What a story. What a story this year. 2-28 over 3 seasons. 3-0 thus far. Hetzel on the toss. Getting the call is Adam Crowell, number 6. And Adam is inside the Owl 20, close to the 15. He'll actually spot his forward progress at about the 17-yard line. Matt Bowers made the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers with 8:50 to play in the first quarter. Second down and 6 for the Panthers. Eric Etzel goes in motion. Play action. John Etzel will throw. Going out for Latoll in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. On the catch is Shane Latoll. And the Panthers lead 13-0. That was pretty. Shane Latoll with the touchdown, his first of the season, just his second catch of the season on play action. When they say running sets up the pass, there's a great example there. The Owls bit on the play action. Latoll was wide open, and they lead by 2 touchdowns. Josh Bowie will attempt the extra point. John Netza will be the holder. Just 3.5 minutes into the game, and North Carroll leads by 2 touchdowns. Kick is up. It looks good. It is good. Bowie is 2 for 2. The Panthers have scored twice, and there's still 8:30 left in the first quarter. Stay close. From Westminster High School, it's the Panthers of North Carroll 14, Westminster nothing.
We hear you loud and clear.
Hello, Bill Swaggerty here for Wheeler Chrysler Plymouth. Wheeler's proud to be celebrating their diamond anniversary. At Wheeler, we hear you loud and clear. When you tell us you want a fair price on your new Chrysler, we listen. When you say you want selection, we hear you. Whether you're in the market for a Chrysler Sebring convertible, Cirrus, Concord, or Town & Country, Wheeler has what you're looking for. We didn't earn our 5-star reputation without providing the service you deserve. Wheeler Chrysler Plymouth, serving Carroll County since 1921, Route 140 and 27.
The Panthers lead by 2 scores. Here's the ensuing kickoff. This time a fake reverse as the Owls come back on the return. Brooks Wagner has a seam. Billy can beat him. No! There goes Wagner. A foot race down the sideline as he's tackled at the 33-yard line. Shaq Crowell hustled down to make the tackle, but that's what Westminster needed, a big play on special teams, and they get it from Brooks Wagner, who nearly broke it all the way. That wakes up the band and the crowd here. A fair crowd on hand tonight. More folks make their way in right now. But how about that? A game of big plays so far. North Carroll 14, Westminster nothing. 8:18 to play in the first half. Billy Mays, the Westminster quarterback. Gives to the first back through, the fullback. That's Brian Tozer, who's averaging 6.6 yards a carry. Gets about 4. The North Carroll defense, the tackles are Scott Ryan and Ben Fleming. The ends are Eric Wilhelm and Jason Eagles. Tim Hackler, Dan Sullivan, and Vince Hackler are the linebackers. Adam Crowell, Shaq Crowell are the cornerbacks, with Eric Etzel, the safety. Second down, we'll call it 7. Now there's movement in the Owl backfield, and flags are thrown everywhere. And this is illegal procedure against the Westminster offense. Dan Chase is our referee tonight. His help includes Mike Connors, the umpire, Blake Hazlett, the head linesman, Joe Matthews is the back judge, and John Euler is the field judge. After the penalty, it's second down and 12 at the Panther 35-yard line. Brooks Wagner lines up wide to the far side. Mays with time, goes out for him. He's wide open, and he drops the football at the 7-yard line. An incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 12. And Brooks can't believe it. He just broke that long kickoff return. Coverage by Shane Littall, who might have gotten a hand on it. But that was a catchable ball for Brooks. I said he was wide open. He had a couple of steps on Littall. Incomplete nonetheless, and it brings up 3rd and 12. Flag is down. We have unsportsmanlike conduct against Westminster. That'll back him up 15 yards. Something happened after the play. It's a dead ball foul, which means they lose the down as well. 3rd down and 25 from the Owl 49. So they get a big break on a kickoff return and then have a drop pass and a penalty to compound the problems. Mays has to throw across the middle. Pass is intercepted by Shane Littall. Has a seam down the far side. He's to the 30. A penalty flag is down as Littall is brought down at the 14-yard line. Now a 3rd flag is thrown, and this thing's getting ugly early. Shane Littall with the pick. Penalty flags all over the place.
Let's wake up!
Now, I think there was a clip on the return, but then flags came later. And we'll see. Dante Partlow made the tackle on Littall. Littall's already got a touchdown and an interception tonight. And we're only 5 minutes and 2 seconds into this thing. Got the clip call against North Carroll on the return. And that was the first flag thrown. And I'll mark that off from the spot of the foul. But it came after the turnover. Right now they're saying the foul occurred at about the 35-yard line, so it backs North Carroll up to near midfield. In fact, they will spot the football right at the 50-yard line. 1st down for the Panthers on the 2nd Owl turnover. First a fumble, and now an interception. And North Carroll takes over at the 50. 1st and 10 with 6:58 to play in the first half. They lead by 2 touchdowns, looking for more. Another flag is down. One of the Owls look like they might have been in the neutral zone here. And the call from Stan Chase, offsides against the defense. Scott Tobias, the acting head coach for Westminster, cannot be pleased with what's happening so far. They've coughed it up twice and a couple of unnecessary penalties. The Owls might have forgot it was a 7:30 kickoff. They're not here yet. 1st and 5 from the 45. Eric Etzel goes in motion. It's Brown, and Brown lost his footing at the 37, but had enough for the 1st down. Rick Brown on the carry. Rick for the season, 35 carries, 219 yards, and 3 touchdowns entering tonight's game. He got his 4th one earlier this evening. As Coach Rumball told us on the high school football preview show, these kids are starting to believe. They haven't quite turned the corner yet. They can see the corner, but now they're starting to get closer, it seems, every week. But a lot of football left tonight. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. It's the fullback. And wrapped up is Adam Crowell. No gain for Adam. Well, actually, Adam got about 2 yards on the play. His forward progress got him a couple. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 37-yard line of Westminster. 6 minutes to play. We're halfway through the first quarter. 4 12-minute quarters on the high school level. 2nd down. Littall comes near side. The flanker is Eric Etzel. It's Crowell once again. And Crowell is brought down at about the 33. On the tackle for Westminster was Chris Contrino. The Owls in their home blue, a new head coach this year, Frank Mantaneas, coming over from Thomas Stone High School, where he had a lot of success. And, well, his wife, of course, expecting, and we talked about that a little bit on the high school football preview show. He said she was due at about the Frederick Douglass game, but she is due any time here for week 4. He's not here tonight. The carry goes to Eric Etzel, and Eric Etzel has first down yardage down to the Westminster 11-yard line. Running all over the Owls. Tom Herb getting back there to make the tackle with help from Brian Davidson. But another first down for the Panthers, who continue to run right at Westminster. From the 12, first and 10 for the Panthers. 4:50 left in the first quarter. Great night for football. A bit breezy. The breeze is blowing from the near sideline to the far sideline, but temperature very comfortable in the upper 50s at kickoff. Brown in motion. Play action. Etzel gets popped as he throws it, and the pass is incomplete. He was looking Vince Hackler's way in the end zone, and that time the Owls got to the quarterback. John Etzel, this year having a pretty good season. Etzel's numbers, as we check the stats, he is 11 of 16 for 244 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first 3 games. But a run-oriented offense, the Delaware wing T. Second and 10. Coming near side is Eric Etzel to the 5 and to the 4-yard line on the inside trap. Eric Etzel got the call as Novell Washington made the tackle for Westminster. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 4. The Owls can't get a first down without scoring. Eric Etzel, the brother of the quarterback. Eric, a 5'9", 150-pound junior. His brother John's a senior. John, of course, the starting quarterback last year, so he's got a year under his belt, as does Billy Mays at Westminster. In fact, Billy got some playing time as a sophomore. So he is a senior quarterback, very experienced. In fact, he and Matt Bowers are the Westminster captains. Brown's got it, looking to turn the corner near side, and he can't get in the end zone, but he's close to a first down. Tom Herb made the tackle for Westminster. And very close to first down yardage. In fact, Stan Chase thinks it's so close, he'll call timeout for a measurement. North Carroll with 3 team captains, Vince Hackler, John Etzel, and Tim Hackler. Yes, the Hacklers are brothers and the Etzels are brothers for North Carroll. Got Tom Herb, the younger brother of Tim Herb, out here for Westminster. Tim Herb, a graduate from Westminster, now playing for Western Maryland College. And they're about, as you see, Stan Chase telling us, a foot short. So 3rd down and a foot to go for North Carroll. And Matt Bowers, whose brother Denny was a standout here. He was the tight end and place kicker for the Owls for the last couple of years. Outstanding pitcher in baseball, as Matt is. And Matt Bowers, just a junior. We'll see a lot of him this season in football, basketball, and baseball. And check the down. I beg your pardon. It is 4th down. 4th down and the foot to go for North Carroll. The Panthers with a 2-touchdown lead will go for it. Etzel, the quarterback, keeps it himself. The surge straight ahead. And he has what appears to be a first down. Only needed about a foot. And it should be 1st and goal to go for the Panthers. First down, says Stan Chase. The Owls jumped out of the gate impressively this year. They beat Woodlawn in kind of a mistake-ridden game, the first game of the season, back on September 6th. They then were very impressive in a win over Severna Park. The ground game was there. Both Dante Partlow and Corey LaPrade had outstanding games. The Owls beat Severna Park and then lost to Frederick Douglass last week. And again, the Owls move at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Corey LaPrade jumped offside. And this will move it inches closer to the goal line. Owls just don't seem to be in sync on defense. And 2 turnovers on offense, plus the unsportsmanlike penalty. The Owls just not playing Westminster football right now. North Carroll looking to go up by 3 touchdowns, just a foot away from doing so. Brown and Crowell behind Etzel. It's going to be Brown going right side. He is popped at the 1-yard line. Great pursuit made by the Owls. On the tackle was number 40, Ryan Banks. 2nd and goal. Also on the tackle was Tom Herb. Another inter-county game going on this evening. The Liberty Lions at South Carroll. Both teams are 1-2. Liberty coming off a win last week against Southern of Anne Arundel County. Francis Scott Key at 1-2 is playing Catoctin on the road. The Cougars are 0-3. How about those Eagles last week, upsetting Smithsburg? And now the right guard for North Carroll jumps. This will back them up 5. A little antsy there with Scott Ryan. And it backs them up. 2nd and goal from the 5. A lot of folks surprised by that Key-Smithsburg score. Key off to a pretty rough start, losing to North Carroll and Walkersville. And they took it right to Smithsburg last week. Their starting quarterback, Brad Stonecipher, got hurt. Tony Lombardi came in and led them to victory. A big win for Key and Coach Coons. 2nd and goal. Crowell gets the toss, going right side. And he is tackled at about the 1. The Panthers thought they were in, but they'll be about a yard shy. Bringing up 3rd down and goal. Adam Crowell going for his 3rd touchdown of the season. Herb and Davidson giving credit for the tackle. 3rd and goal from inside the 1-yard line. And the Owls defense backed up. Hey, the Owls had some size on that line. Look at those guys. They're getting blown off the ball. That's that wing T. It's not how big you are sometimes, it's how you block in this offense. John Etzel, the quarterback, fighting for yardage. And no signal yet from the officials. And we get it now. Touchdown, North Carroll. John Etzel, the quarterback, on the keeper, scores to make it 20-0 Panthers. 52 seconds left in the first quarter, and North Carroll leads by 3 scores. Rick Brown, Shane Littall, and now John Etzel scoring touchdowns. Etzel will hold for Josh Bowie for Bowie's 3rd extra point. He gets it down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. The Panthers stunning Westminster right now. A very quiet Westminster High School football stadium. And so far, it's been all North Carroll. 52 seconds to play in the first quarter from Westminster. It's now the Panthers 21, the Westminster Owls nothing. The Panthers lead by 3 touchdowns, 21-0, as Josh Bowie boots it away. Taken at the 9-yard line by Davidson, a fake reverse. He keeps it himself far side, broke one earlier, and this time he's wrapped up at the 28-yard line. Brooks Wagner on the return for Westminster. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. We, of course, in the press box here on the Westminster side, and it is very quiet here tonight. The Owls, again, jumping out of the gates with impressive wins over Woodlawn and Severna Park. Night and day, North Carroll and the Owls from a few years back. No surprise if you look at last year's game when the Panthers beat the Owls in Hampstead. On first down, Brian Tozer gets a couple. Tozer, the fullback. Dan Sullivan got him that time after a gain of 2. As Tom Herb checks out, and coming in is Mike Neese with the offensive play of Coach Tobias. Billy Mays, the quarterback, on 2nd down and 8, fumbles the snap and gets maybe a yard out of the mess. And again, the Owls having some problems. That time the center and the quarterback not getting together. Brian Bartholomew is the center. He's a senior. Billy's a senior. That's something they work on constantly. He did get a couple of yards out of it. It'll be third down, and we'll call it 6 from the 33-yard line. The first quarter has ended as the horn sounds. And again, so far, it's all North Carroll High School. We'll take a break. We play one quarter at Westminster. A stunner so far. And the fact that the score is, well, almost a blowout here in the first quarter. The Panthers 21, the Owls nothing. We play one, and we'll be right back.
You can't beat this team. They're tough, and their minds are made up. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo is stocked with tough Chevy trucks, CK and S-Series pickups, heavy hitters like Blazer, Tahoe, and Suburban. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo. Low prices and award-winning service. Carroll County champions in truck and car sales. Nobody sells or leases for less.
We begin the second quarter. The Owls on offense moving from right to left on the option play. Billy Mays keeps it, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Very close to a first down. It was a 3rd down and 7 play. Eric Etzel giving credit for the tackle. And they say 4th down and less than a yard. So Billy did not get the first down. Our first look at the option from Westminster. That was their bread and butter plays in the Severna Park win. Dante Partlow had a big first half. Corey LaPrade had a big second half. And Coach Tobias not taking any chances. He will punt here as Tozer comes on to boot it away. He does so. A floating kick going far side. Takes a huge Westminster bounce and goes out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Rick Brown was the deep man, and they kept it away from him. And North Carroll gets the football back as we begin the second quarter. 21-0 Panthers. Rick Brown with a touchdown run. Shane Littall with a touchdown catch from quarterback John Etzel. And John Etzel himself scored from the 1-yard line. 3 Josh Bowie extra points, and that's where we stand right now, 21-0 Panthers. They take over now on their own 19-yard line, working from left to right in the second quarter. Brian McLean from Westminster High School. Full moon tonight. It's autumn. It's high school football on PV3 Sports. Eric Etzel goes in motion. It's Brown, number 1, and Brown has a first down and maybe 11 yards across the 30 to the 32-yard line. The Panthers continue to get huge chunks of yardage on almost every carry. Brown's averaging 6.3 yards a carry this year. Adam Crowell's averaging about 6 yards a carry. And showing it tonight. First down from the 31. Jamel Hogan is the split end near side. The wingback is Eric Etzel. They split the backs behind John Etzel. It is Brown. And Rick is brought down at about the 34. Brian Davidson giving credit for the tackle, the senior linebacker. Rick Brown, he's only a junior, by the way, a 5'6", 156-pound junior, plays running back on offense and second-team linebacker on defense. You'll be seeing a lot of him in the next 2 seasons up in Hampstead. He got 3 that time. It's 2nd down and 7. Eric Etzel goes in motion. It is Crowell, number 6, off tackle, and he gets only a couple of yards that time. Making the stop for Westminster was Brian Davidson. So 3rd down and 4 facing the Panthers with 9:45 to go before halftime. Just got a field hockey score in. I know it's a tape delay basis, but I want to give the field hockey team from Westminster a plug. They improved to 5-0 on the season by beating Delaney of Baltimore County 3-0. Last night the Owls beat North Carroll 1-0, and Westminster had its old form in field hockey, off to an outstanding start. They've won several state championships and have been to the state finals many times. And 5-0 so far. Go get them, Coach Hooper and Baker's bunch. Here's Crowell, has a first down and more into Westminster territory, inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Adam Crowell on the carry for the Panthers. Another first down, whether it's an inside trap or a toss or off tackle. Doesn't matter what North Carroll tries to do. They've been successful just about everything tonight on offense. 21-0. We're still in the second quarter. The Owls showing blitz. It's Brown. Dodges one would-be tackler. Going outside. Has the yardage once again. Inside the 45. Inside the 40, I should say, to the 37. Got about 8 yards on that carry. Mike Tomachik on the tackle for Westminster, a DB, and that's what you don't want to see as a defensive coordinator. Your defensive backs making the tackles. Been the case more than once tonight for Westminster. As an 8-yard gain on the play brings up second down and 2. Etzel being blitzed, and down he goes back at the 43-yard line. Good pursuit from Westminster. Ryan Banks got back there. And a big play for the Westminster defense, something they needed desperately. And it brings up third down and 8 from the Westminster 42. Bill Rumbaugh, the fourth-year head coach for the Panthers. Craig Walker, Scott Chadwick, Brian Wetzel, David Dotson, Steve Bowser, and John Piper are his assistant coaches. Crowell. And Crowell is to the 38-yard line. He'll be well short of a first down. Bringing up fourth down. Brian Davidson, the tackle for the Owls. 4th and 5 for the Panthers, who will punt. Josh Billy will line up in punt formation. Tom Herb and Brooks Wagner are the deep men for the Owls. I'm sure the Owls, or the Panthers rather, will have a long count here, try and draw the Owls offside. A bad snap. Billy's in huge trouble. Football is still loose out on the far sideline, and the Owls will get it back here on the bad snap. Once that happens, we got a penalty flag thrown down now at the 30-yard line. Some extracurricular activity taking place after the play. But when that ball is on the ground, or if the punter starts to run, he becomes a running back, basically. He's fair game. And Eric Etzel came and bailed him out, but we have a flag down. Mark Gonzalez and company on the Westminster sideline. Haven't seen a penalty for a little while here until now, but again, this happened after the play. It may be unnecessary roughness one way or the other, because there was a unnecessary block, basically, that was laid out back at the 30, and the official threw the flag immediately. And Stan Chase tells us personal foul against Westminster. So the Owls, after this botched snap on the punt, had the football at the 45. The Owls are ready. They're going to back this one up to about the 30. They're still sorting that out right now. Personal foul against North Carroll. Okay. So change that. Penalties against the Panthers. A break for the Owls. So they get the turnover on the bad snap and the penalty. And they're in North Carroll territory at the Panther 39. Thank you, Stan. All right, we got it worked out. And they're trying to get the chain crew going. They're still a little asleep as well. Maybe it's the full moon tonight. I don't know. Now the band's into it. First down for the Owls. An important possession here. There's still a lot of football game left, but the Owls got to get on the scoreboard before halftime. There's plenty of time here, 6:53 left, but an important possession here as they start at the Panthers 39. Billy Mays keeps it on the option, and Mays gets about 5 to the 34. He's got to be careful with that football as well. He had that thing out. Got to tuck that football in. Eric Etzel made the tackle. 2nd and 5 after a gain of 5. Again, Frank Mantaneas, the first-year head coach for Westminster, assisted by Scott Tobias, among others. Scott tonight, the acting head coach. A fumble on the handoff here, and a pile-up at the 36-yard line, and the Owls have recovered. The Owls have fumbled the football 3 times tonight. They've recovered 2 of their own, and almost disaster again. The Owls are botching snaps, they're botching handoffs, and they get a break there, but it brings up 3rd down and 7 from the 37. Six minutes left before halftime. Jamie Lang is the wide out to the near side. Mays looks his way, but goes across the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Matt Bowers. It'll be 4th down. Well, the Owls had a great chance here. They started in excellent field position at the Panther 39. And it's 4th down and 7. Again at the Panther 37. And they will go for it in 4-down territory. Mays, pass is caught by number 21, Brooks Wagner, has a 1st down for the Owls. Big play for Westminster. On the coverage and making the stop was Jamel Hogan, but a huge, huge 1st down for the Owls as Billy Mays and Brooks Wagner hook up on the completion. From the Panther 23, it's 1st and 10. On the option, it's the fullback. And Tozer gets about 6, maybe 7 yards. Brian Tozer this year, 25 carries for 164 yards. An impressive average per carry of 6.6. He got 7 that time. It's 2nd and 3. This time the Owls work out of the pro set, the power eye almost, or not the power eye, just a straight eye with 2 wide receivers. They go with the option play. It does not fool anybody as Billy Mays is tackled. Making the stop for North Carroll was Dan Sullivan, the big senior linebacker. Ben Fleming also there to make the stop. 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 after a loss of 1. 3rd down from the Panther 18-yard line. Another big 3rd down play here for Westminster. Option play. Billy Mays keeps it. Billy breaks a tackle and gets inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. He got some yardage, but it'll be about a yard shy of a 1st down. Sullivan again on the tackle for the Panthers as we were under 4 minutes left in the first half. 3:55, the clock running. We only had about 4 passes, maybe 5 passes thrown in this football game, as we expected. Both teams coming at you on the ground. 4th and 1 for Westminster. It is Partlow off tackle, and Dante has a 1st down to the Panthers' 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Westminster. So a real big drive here for the Owls, and they've converted 2 4th down conversions. And it's going to be 1st and goal from, again, the 7-yard line. Herb the far side, wide out. Coming near side is Wagner. Mays hands off to Partlow. Dante is wrapped up at the 6. Not much that time. Eric Wilhelm made the tackle for North Carroll. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. Dante Partlow was in an unfortunate situation last year. He was not eligible to play most of the season, but played that last game of the year against South Carroll. He had a big game against the Cavs. And the Owls upset in Winfield to wrap up the season last year. Busted play, a fumble, and North Carroll's got the football at the 17-yard line. Vince Hackler made the recovery as another fumble on the handoff by quarterback Billy Mays. And the Owls turned the football over for the third time tonight. The Owls had a great drive going. They converted 2 first downs on 4th and whatever. And they cough up the football with 2:42 to play in the second quarter. My goodness. And again, a hush over the Westminster crowd. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, perhaps looking for more here. Why not from the 17-yard line? Again, John Etzel, the quarterback. It is Brown off the left side. And Rick gets maybe a couple. Matt Bowers in the area to help make the tackle. Billy Mathis also helping to make the stop for the Owls. Clock is running, 2:20 left in the first half. Second down for the Panthers. Back in at wide out is Jamel Hogan. He goes wide to the far side. Jamel, a sophomore. Eric Etzel goes in motion. An inside trap once again. And not much this time for Rick Brown. That time the Owls adjust. And it brings up third down after a loss. Third down, we'll call it 8. Now we get a timeout call by Westminster. Just got to buy us, want some time left in case North Carroll can't get the first down. We'll take a break. 1:47 to go before halftime from Westminster High School. It's been all North Carroll so far. It's the Panthers 21, the Owls nothing.
Hello, Bill Swaggerty here for Wheeler Chrysler Plymouth. Wheeler is proud to be celebrating their diamond anniversary. At Wheeler, we hear you loud and clear. When you tell us you want a fair price for your new Plymouth, we listen. When you say you want selection, we hear you. Whether you're in the market for a Plymouth Neon, Breeze, or Voyager, Wheeler has what you're looking for. We didn't earn our 5-star reputation without providing the service you deserve. Wheeler Chrysler Plymouth, serving Carroll County since 1921, Route 140 and 27.
Brian McLean back with you here at Westminster High School. The Panthers now face a third down and 8 from the 18. On the toss to Crowell. Crowell, a huge hole far side, and there he goes. A foot race to the 40, the 30. Crowell is gone for the Panthers' 4th touchdown. 27-0 as Adam Crowell breaks it, and North Carroll is in command here in the final minutes of the first half. On 3rd and 8. Crowell takes it all the way, and it's 27-0. Wow. Last year, North Carroll beat the Owls. Before that, their last win over Westminster was back in 1988. Looking for 2 in a row tonight, and in great shape to do so right now. Josh Bowie for the extra point. John Etzel will put it down. And this, I got to tell you, I'm not surprised North Carroll may be winning against Westminster, but the way they're beating Westminster is a bit of a stunner. Bowie's kick is up, and it's good. And the Panthers now lead by 28. 1:34 to play in the first half. We'll take another break and come back with more football. It's the Panthers 28, the Owls nothing.
Well, folks, it's that time of year again when the leaves begin to change and it gets just a little bit colder. So join Channel 3 as we celebrate Westminster's annual Fall Fest. Our coverage begins live at 6:30 in the evening on Thursday night as Todd Sadowski counts you down to a week's worth of festivities. Then, after the news at 7 p.m., stay with Channel 3 for live coverage of the annual Fall Fest Parade. It's all brought to you by local businesses and Channel 3, Carroll County's TV station.
Josh Bowie gets his foot into it, coming to Westminster at the 5-yard line. They fake the reverse on the return. Keeping it is Brooks Wagner. And Wagner's wrapped up at the 23-yard line. Making the tackle was Vince Hackler. And the Owls had their backs against the wall in this Week 4 contest. The first county game of the year for Westminster. The second for North Carroll. They beat Francis Scott Key 37-7 back on September 6th. Again, the Owls jumped out of the gates this year with 2 quick wins, and since then, it's been rough. They lost to Frederick Douglass last week, giving up 50 points in that game. But Frederick Douglass, hey, they're an outstanding program. They beat #1 Dunbar 2 weeks ago. So movement at the line of scrimmage as Partlow gets the call for the Owls. Don't see a flag. Second down for Westminster. Gain of 3 on the play. Scott Ryan giving credit for the tackle. Owls may be content to just run out the clock here and not get too dangerous with things. 3 turnovers have resulted in 3 touchdowns. They trail 28-0. Again, it's Partlow, and Partlow getting yardage to the 34 and a Westminster first down. Dante Partlow. Good speed. Both he and Corey LaPrade bring the Owls some good speed in the backfield. They have a decent offensive line. That's how they beat Severna Park, by running the football. And we may see more of number 33 in the second half. First down from the 34, 38 seconds. Clock running. We're in the second quarter. Mays will throw. Fires near side as he throws it away in the vicinity of Matt Bowers. Good coverage by the Panthers. Chad Crowell and Eric Etzel both on the coverage. Second and 10. It stops the clock with 32 seconds before halftime. Tom Herb goes wide to the far side. Coming near side is Brooks Wagner. Tozer and Partlow are behind the quarterback, Mays. Again, showing blitzes the Panthers. The pass is incomplete, intended for Brooks Wagner. On the coverage for the Panthers was Vince Hackler and Jamel Hogan. Wagner comes over and gets the play. He'll stay in the football game. Panther defense with 1 pick, 2 fumble recoveries. North Carroll playing outstanding on both sides of the football. They've got some help from the Owls with the turnovers. But again, all North Carroll so far. 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds left. Another fumble by Mays at the 32-yard line. He recovered, but it brings up 4th and 13 for Westminster. So 4th down for the Owls, and what could be the final play of the half. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Now we get a timeout call by the Panthers. Not a bad idea. It gives them time for 1 more play. At least they can maybe get a chance here on a punt return. You can always rush the punter and try and force some problems on special teams. We've already seen 1 botch snap on a punt tonight by the Panthers, so we'll see what happens. We'll keep it here as the Owls face 4th and 12 from the 32-yard line. Again, 9 seconds left in the first half, and a Panther-dominated first half. North Carroll leads 28-0. They scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Rick Brown got in the end zone, as did Shane Littall and John Etzel. And then Adam Crowell broke 1 long, 60-plus yards here in the second quarter. And that's where we stand right now, a 28-0 Panther lead.
Hey, Tozer, step up!
Brian Tozer set the punt of the way here for the Owls. Rick Brown is the Panther deep man at his own 40. A quick look there at Scott Tobias, the acting head coach. Tozer gets it away, and Brown does what is wise. He lets it go to not take any time off the clock. 37 seconds left, but nevertheless, after the snap, the clock was running, I should say, no more time off the clock if he runs it back, but it's a moot point anyway as the final 9 seconds tick off, and we're at halftime at Westminster High School. But it's been all North Carroll as the Panthers look to go to 4-0 on the season. The Owls look to go to 3-1. They face an uphill battle here at intermission. I'm Brian McLean for Channel 3 Sports. We'll come back with the first half stats and all the action in the second half at intermission. It's the Panthers 28, the Owls nothing.
You can't beat this team. They're tough, and their minds are made up. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo is stocked with tough Chevy trucks, CK and S-Series pickups, heavy hitters like Blazer, Tahoe, and Suburban. Jeff Lakeham's Westminster Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac Geo. Low prices and award-winning service. Carroll County champions in truck and car sales. Nobody sells or leases for less.
Welcome back to Westminster High School. Brian McLean for CB3 Sports. The Panthers of North Carroll and the Westminster Owls. So far, so good if you're a Panthers fan. The Panthers leading 28-0. 4 touchdowns. Rick Brown has one tonight, as does Adam Crowell, John Etzel, and Shane Littall. We'll give you the first half numbers in just a second, but total offense, 266 to 53 in favor of the Panthers. Throw in 3 Westminster turnovers, and there's your story right there. The Owls will get the football, though, to begin the second half as Josh Bowie boots it away, and the Owls won't get a chance to run this one back as Bowie's kickoff is a touchback. Some first half statistics. First downs, North Carroll had 12, Westminster with 4. Running the football was the key, you say? You better believe it. North Carroll with 249 yards on the ground, Westminster with just 40. Through the air, the Owls have 17, or rather 13 yards. North Carroll has 17. Again, the total offense numbers, 266 to 53 in favor of North Carroll. North Carroll throwing just one pass, or just throwing 2 passes. Quarterback John Etzel was 1 for 2. Had a touchdown pass to Shane Littall. Billy Mays was 1 for 6, plus an interception for Westminster. There's Partlow off tackle, and Dante can break this one to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, and number 33 is gone. 80 yards for Dante Partlow, and the Owls are on the scoreboard. Wow. What do we say before halftime? Number 33's got to get the football. In 12 seconds, he scores, and the Owls are within 22. It's 28-6. Partlow now has 99 yards on 5 carries. Fumbles in the first half. The Owls with 4, losing 2. Turnovers, they had 3. Penalties, 4 for 25 yards against Westminster, 3 for 35 yards against North Carroll. Brian Tozer for the extra point. The Owls, 1 play, 80 yards, and 12 seconds their scoring drive as Tozer boots it through, and just like that, the Owls have new life. They're on the scoreboard and within 21. Third quarter action from Westminster High School, 11:48 to play in the third quarter. It's now North Carroll 28, Westminster 7. Stay with us.